What is going on, everybody? Going over 26.2 today. As a reminder, if you were watching last week, I'm making this video just like I normally would for my clients or compete online program. And I'm just posting it to YouTube just in case it can help anyone else. So we're going over our prep, a little bit of strategy, and kind of the whole session going through 26.2, which was released a few hours ago. First thing that comes to mind is definitely you need to partition, and definitely you need to strategize appropriately so you have enough energy left in the tank. So you're not basically going as fast as you can from the start. Excuse me. So we're going to go over how we're going to do that and why that's important, but it needs to be, if you're going to turn off this video in a few seconds or in a few minutes, the number one thing you need to know is that you need to partition. All right, so we're going to start with a 5-minute easy row. I do this every time for the open, any event that you're, coming in for an online qualifier. Just get on there, get the nerves out, relax, breathe, and start kind of visualizing your session. Then we have a 2-minute can opener. Just YouTube it if you don't have this, if you don't know this, or if you're not on the program. And then 2 sets of shoulder cars, cat cows, and the banded anterior chain stretch. Really opening up the hips, the shoulders, and the thoracic spine. It's kind of, those are really 3 big pain points for people, like going overhead and getting into the squat. And they're really 2 of the most important positions and, regions and areas that you need to be efficient in for an open workout and for the sport of CrossFit. Next, we got a 10-minute warm-up, getting warm, getting some blood flow, 10 cal biker or echo bike or assault bike, 10 alternating step-ups, 10 cal ski, and then 5 toes to ring, focusing on blood flow and opening up. So making the step-ups feel smoother and kind of greasing the joints, making sure that you feel like you're in that split stance, like it feels a little bit easier each time so it can cross over to the lunge. And then we have the toes to ring, similar, opening up the shoulders, opening up the thoracic spine, opening up the hips, and practicing a little bit of, extension, like hip extension and for the gymnastics movements, and kind of opening up for the snatch as well. Power snatch, just, for my program and for some of the training we're doing right now, this fits in perfectly, and it's kind of a great little way to warm up and prep the body for, again, going into extension. And so just build up to a fast, snappy single, 10 minutes or less. Don't exceed 85% of your 1RM. Even if you feel really good, don't do it. Then we got some specific prep. Set 1 with a lighter dumbbell, 10 foot on the right arm, 10 foot on the left arm for the lunge. Going into the overhead, sorry, I have a fizzy drink I'm drinking. 2 alternating dumbbell power snatch, and then 2 to 4 pull-ups. You're just kind of, prepping the movements, prepping the transition, warming up the body, feeling like what it's like going back to back. Rest 1 to 2 minutes. This is with a working weight again. Now you're going to do the full thing, 20 dumbbell single arm overhead walking lunge on the right, then on the left, 2 alternating dumbbell snatch, 2 to 4 chest to bar. Okay? So you'll complete that. You're doing them kind of quick, kind of at game speed, but you're just practicing and it's less reps. Then you're going to go into the muscle up. So next you're just going to do some muscle up practice. If you're not as great at muscle ups, maybe just do a couple drills here as a warm up and to prep the movement, but don't spend more than 5 minutes here. Okay, I'm not speaking to people who this is going to be their first muscle up, so it's just a different game plan for you. So just do a few muscle ups, feel good, get ready, and then we'll do the workout. Don't spend 15 minutes waiting after you've done this. You want to get going pretty quick. Maybe you finish this, in a couple minutes you start this, so then it's a few minutes later, so it's kind of 10 minutes after finishing this specific prep. That's probably good. All right, notes here. Break up early. I wrote in here, you will not put yourself in a better position to complete the muscle-ups faster by getting there faster. The goal is to get there without blowing up. So just because you got there faster doesn't mean, and we kind of saw that in the open, perfect example, people who are very, very good at the sport, were there really early, went really fast, blew up on the muscle ups. And then we saw the person who was actually slowest probably took the shortest amount of time to complete, or did take the shortest amount of time to complete the ring muscle ups. So it's kind of a game there. Break up early. I had my wife do this workout who isn't really training that hard. She did all singles on the pull-ups, all singles on the chest to bar, and broke up every dumbbell snatch into 3 sets and then the final set into 4 sets and switched her arms every 20 feet on the lunge. She still finished the first portion in 12 minutes and then completed 4 muscle-ups. So she broke up literally everything and the gymnastics as much as possible. She did 20 sets of pull-ups and 20 sets of chest to bar, still completed the workout. So why I'm saying that is, unless you think you are going to go for a sub, even if you're going for sub 8, I would still probably recommend you breaking it up. Unless you're like, I'm going for the top time in the world, or top, even just like, let's just say I'm going for top 100, you don't need to go unbroken. Some people will probably be in top 100 and they still broke up the chest to bar and the pull-up because it saved them to be able to do the muscle-ups in like a 10-10 or a 12-8 or maybe like an 8-7-5 really quick. The workout is not about how fast you can finish pull-ups and chest to bar, and I hope that is, getting across to you, because you cannot recover your grip, you cannot recover your pulling ability fast enough in the time it takes you that you finish that chest to bar to being able to push the muscle ups, because the muscle ups you're going to need bigger breaks no matter what. So you want to get there as fresh as possible and as quickly as possible. Breaking up the dumbbell snatch is also great. I would say if you were going to do it, like maybe do 10s, 10, stay hunched over, stay leaning over the dumbbell while it's on the ground, take like 3 breaths and then go right back to it. So 3 seconds and you're right back on it. It could really save your grip. It could really save your overhead ability for the and your lockout position for the muscle up. So I think a lot of people will I don't think anyone is going to do this workout and then be like, man, I wish I didn't break it up as much, and then break up less on a redo and improve. I just can't see it happening. If you do, there was something way deeper or something else going on. Then after this, make sure 5 to 10 minutes on the bike erg, cool down effort. Make sure to cool down and do your stretches after, because for people in my compete program, a lot of my clients, we're doing simulations this weekend. Some have simulations next weekend, just depending on schedule and your ability. But it's more important to get ready for the quarterfinals, have a great time, crush this workout, make it hurt, and then tomorrow we got some practice to do to keep on preparing. So I hope this video helped. If you didn't or if you weren't paying attention well, or if you still don't believe me, just partition the workout. That's all you need to know. Warm up well, get hot, get sweaty, open up, partition well, and just get ready to manage your fatigue as best as possible, because that's going to be who does really well in this workout. All right. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can comment, or for the program, just send me a message, or any clients out there listening to this, you can shoot me a message. I'm sure we'll be talking anyway, and I'll send you a separate loom. So everyone have a great day, and I appreciate the views.